Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am very delighted to be on this committee to listen to you, Judge. I ask the following two questions of every nominee who appears before any of the committees on which I sit. So I will ask you to start these two questions. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Judge Nathan, I am very glad that you noted your reverence for the rule of law, because I think that is one of the major distinctions, if not the most important distinction, between a democracy and authoritarianism. And in a democracy, we follow the rule of law, which applies to everyone, including the President of the United States. In addition to your 10 years as district court judge, you have regularly sat by designation on the Second Circuit. Why did you seek out these opportunities?
Senator Hirono, I feel honored to have been asked by the chief judge of the circuit at the time and to have been able to sit by designation. It's been a remarkable learning opportunity to interface with Second Circuit colleagues, to hear oral argument, and to decide cases on a multi-judge panel. So I've learned a lot. I'm happy to have been able to participate. Should I be confirmed, I think it's an experience that will help me hit the ground running.
What do you expect will be the most helpful from those experiences sitting on the Second Circuit, should you be confirmed?
I think it's giving me a bit of a sense of the rhythm of a circuit sitting, the interplay, the colloquy between judicial colleagues in deciding cases, and the importance of the panel authoring decisions, opinions that give clear guidance to lower courts.
As a member of the Obama administration, you played a key role in advancing LGBTQ rights. In a 2019 speech, you discussed your work, particularly as it related to the administration's decision not to defend the Defense of Marriage Act. And you said that in making the decision, the administration, quote, faced very difficult issues that go to the heart of the rule of law, end quote. What type of questions did you confront at that time, and how did you process compared to the what a judge faces when reaching a decision? How did that process compare?
Senator Hirono, what I said in that talk, I believe deeply. Government lawyers have an obligation to ensure that government action, whether it's at the executive or legislative level, have an obligation to ensure the legality and constitutionality of conduct. The executive has an obligation to defend acts of Congress and the like. And what I urged the government lawyers I was speaking to at the time is to take that role seriously, to think about it not from a particular instance, but as an institutional commitment, to analyze questions rigorously, and to the last part of your question, to ensure that one's personal views are not what resolves the question, but what the law requires.
So generally speaking, when Congress enacts a law, the duty of the Department of Justice, or in fact the administration, is to defend the law. In this case, that did not happen. That was not your recommendation. Believe me, I agree with that. I don't think Congress should have enacted that law to begin with. Thank you very much for your service, and I will be very honored to support you.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.